Welcome and welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to take a deep dive into this reading and uncover what the universe wants you to know. These messages are timeless, so no matter when you stumble upon them, they carry a powerful message. Allow it to resonate as it's meant to. All right, let's dive into this reading. All right, so let's see what we have going on today. The Emperor reversed. Whoa. Embrace the dark. Check these out up close. And this one is Embrace the Dark. Wow, this is pretty intense energy. I am getting some very significant shadow energy. So the message that I'm getting for you today is, wow, this is intense. This is shadow energy, so you may be acting out and your unconscious shadow side might actually be in control right now. Whew, wow. This is, oh my goodness, like you're definitely dealing with something pretty significant. I keep hearing mood swings and easily triggered. Oof. Yeah, I can feel it. Maybe your moods are very intense and all over the place right now, and things could be setting you off a lot easier than, usual. Ooh. Something has shifted in your life, and I just keep feeling this energy of being overwhelmed by something going on. So, you're definitely going through something and your shadow is being amplified. It's being triggered. It's rising to the surface, whether you're conscious of it or not. And it's kind of showing itself through your emotions, through things setting you off and triggering you and, these fluctuations in your mood. I'm definitely feeling like your nerves may be on edge. Things that you used to handle pretty well might be completely unbearable right now. Wow, So yeah, if you're dealing with this, be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself because something is definitely very intense in your life right now. Whether that's something personal or if you're dealing with something, that's triggering, throughout wherever you live, global issues, whatever it is, I am definitely feeling some really significant heaviness right now that's affecting you in a very deep way. So you may be doing things, that you never thought you would do. And that's because, this energy is bubbling to the surface and it's acting out. This might be for someone specific, but I keep hearing gym rat. So maybe you were very much into healthy eating and fitness, but now you're basically eating things you never thought you would touch before. And you could be doing it excessively, which has changed your overall health. I keep hearing injury. Maybe you stopped doing a gym routine due to an injury, which then sent you on this, spiral. I keep feeling a pain in my lower back, so it could be a back injury. But basically, you're kind of on this spiral downward because this injury might have led to depression, things else, other things could be going on in your life, but it's triggering something, deeper within you that's kind of activated, this behavior. So because you stopped your progress in the gym, now you have this depression that's rising to the surface, and maybe you're eating, a bunch of junk food that you never thought you would eat, to comfort yourself. And I'm also hearing drugs. So it could be that you're taking something or even drinking alcohol, and this is not something you'd normally do. I keep hearing straight edge. So you might have been a person that was very anti any bad habits. And so now that you're doing this is completely out of character for you. But whatever this is deeper. So maybe it was, and I'm just using this example because it came through, you have a back injury and now you can't go to the gym, which made you feel depressed. but this is deeper. And I keep hearing parental. So maybe someone in your life when you were a child went through, something similar, and they got depressed, and then they turned to, let's say, food to comfort them. This is triggering that energy. This is triggering something very deep inside of you. It is not the surface level situation that's getting your shadow to basically rise to the surface. This is something that you experienced previously, possibly as a child, and that's why it is so intense, because it's never been resolved and it's never been kind of tended to. You probably forgot about it, didn't think it mattered, but clearly, it does. A lot of times this stuff rises to the surface because it's asking for us to heal it. When we have these triggers, these things that set us off, instead of being like, I'm so angry at myself for being so easily triggered, go instead, okay, where's the root of this? Why is this triggering me at this level? There's our moral compass. They'd be like, that's wrong. But this is different. This is something that, should not have this kind of power over you. And it's literally amplified right now. Something has activated it, and it doesn't want to go anywhere, because now it feels like, well, this makes sense to me, even though it's not good for you overall, and let it resonate as it's meant to, because it's going to come in varying levels. This is a general reading, so, I pick up on all sorts of stuff for all sorts of people. But I feel like this may be filled with some sort of guilt or shame. You probably don't even want to do these things, but you can't seem to stop yourself, again, being linked to guilt and shame. But the root is not this surface level stuff. This goes much deeper. Wow, this is really intense energy. If you ridicule yourself right now, you're not going to overcome whatever this is. And I keep hearing stuck in a loop. Yeah, you do not want to be stuck in a loop. I don't want that for you. So this is definitely a time to be understanding with yourself. Okay, if you recognize this is not good, whatever it is for you personally, if you recognize it, you're one step ahead. You can see it, which means you can go deeper. You can separate yourself from the situation and look at it from an outside perspective. Nothing that's happening to you right now is surface level. So this is going to take you to dig deep. You have to find the real root of the problem. So imagine you're pulling weeds from your garden. If you just snap it off, it's going to keep, returning. This is the time to grab your little shovel and start digging. Digging really deep inside your soul, inside your mind, inside your memories, and say, to the universe and your higher self, please help me find the root, and then start noticing the synchronicity, start noticing the things that pop into your head, start noticing the songs that play on the radio, and what memories start to pop up. The answers will be shown to you. Oh, I'm getting chills. Oh my goodness. You can get to the root. You can heal. And I believe in you. I know you can do this, but it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be a quick fix. This is going to be a process, but you can do it. So ultimately what I'm seeing is all of this is happening because you're not acknowledging, your shadow side and healing these deep unconscious wounds. Basically, you're kind of shunning your shadow, ignoring it, and now it's acting out because, you're ignoring it. So it's rebelling and pushing back and then taking over, which unfortunately is what you're currently facing right now. So once you dig at that root, you will definitely know more about how to resolve what you're currently going through. And I'm definitely feeling a lot of Aries and Scorpio energy really strong. So you may be one of these signs, or it's in your top 3. Again, that pertains to whoever it is meant for. Being that this is a general reading, a lot of stuff comes through. But what this is saying ultimately is this is the time for you to confront your shadow and the aspects of yourself that you've been, basically avoiding and suppressing. The Emperor reversed is urging you to regain control and stability of your life by addressing, these root causes of, your obsessions, addictions, and basically your reactions. To do this is right there on the card. Embrace the darkness. It's asking you to delve into your inner self, to face the darkness within. This is a time for self-discovery and personal growth, and don't get caught up in shame or guilt. If you do that, you're not going to be able to grow and heal. Right now, the best thing you can do is acknowledge, the parts of yourself that you're avoiding and suppressing. Embrace the dark, basically suggests that there is, wisdom and power in embracing all aspects of who you are, even the aspects that are uncomfortable or challenging or dark, So this is a time for you to, allow yourself to dip into the inner pools of who you are and take a good, honest look at what still needs to be tended to, deep within. Maybe when you were young, no one was there to rescue you from bad experiences that you had. But now you're empowered. Now you can be your own rescuer. You can be, basically your own hero. And that's important. Know that you're not a victim. You can save yourself because now you're empowered. Now you're aware. Now you're older and you can basically protect your inner child. Don't punish your inner child any longer by shunning it and, acting as if it's not there. This is basically your time to learn to reparent yourself, love yourself fully, and let yourself bloom into who you were always meant to be. This is saying by embracing your shadow side and taking control of your life, you can begin to heal and grow. This is a time to, recognize your triggers and patterns that have held you back and start to transform them into strengths. This is a time of empowerment because you are aware, and that is the first step. That is the key element, becoming aware. So this is the time to, face your fears, embrace your vulnerabilities, and find the courage to love and accept every part of yourself. This is your journey, of self-discovery. And healing will lead you, toward a more balanced, empowered, and authentic life. So, you can thrive and flourish as the person you were always meant to be. So tap in. Don't be afraid of the dark and learn to love yourself fully. All right, so that's all I have for you for this reading. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to like and subscribe. I will be uploading new videos each week. Also, be sure to check out my social media accounts because I do post a lot of new information there as well. I am most active on Instagram. You can find that information in the description box below. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading.